All right, so let's get started for today. I have a couple of announcements. Sketchtember is underway and it's looking amazing. The submissions that people are bringing in, like they're amazing. The submissions people are sketching, the sketches people are submitting. The prompt for yesterday was grocery shopping on a Vespa. Today the prompt is long hair. Wow, first of all. And some people are a little bit delayed because, it's a lot of sketching in a day. I love this. It's so adorable. This is just the past 12 hours maybe. Oh, this one's beautiful. Look at that. That's just phenomenal. The gestures, long hair, long hair, long hair, long hair, and then more Vespas. This is from 2 or 3 days ago. The prompt was whittling. Right after that was Fox Family and grocery shopping on a Vespa again. People are, they're not doing it on time exactly, but the rules are not that rigid, but the rules are there also to help encourage you to stay on track with the prompts, and the prompts are pinned at the top of our Discord. So to join us for the Sketchtember challenge, go to istebrak.com and go to the community tab and click on the join the official Discord server. Not only will we be able to bypass the notification problem on all of my platforms, but we'll be able to send out organize these challenges like this a lot easier. Subreddit is still the only place I will select these Harvest Goddess Design Challenge submissions. So to join us on subreddit, go to my website and click on the Reddit icon at the top right corner of the page. It'll take you to my subreddit. This is the mecca of everything. This is where it all happens. Oh, that's my personal page, I think, not the group. Yeah, stuff is pinned at the top. Community challenges, join us on Discord, any announcements like that. So currently Sketchtember and currently the Harvest Goddess Design Challenge is also up. It's pinned at the top of the Reddit. I may pick a winner to sit with me as a guest and discuss everything. Right after that, I've made a final decision. I will be doing a Sketchtober as well, but this one is going to be all Halloween-y stuff. It's going to be really similar to this one. So this Sketchtember isn't really about Halloween. It's about the harvest. It's about end of summer vibes, whereas October is just going to be all like, I already have some of the prompt written down, like ravens and black cats and Halloween stuff. But of course, it's going to be like everything I do. There's always a little twist to something to keep it interesting and original and inspirational. And that's it. My patrons on my apprentice Discord, who are on the $20 apprenticeship tier on Patreon, are actually having their own little challenge, and it is a figure drawing challenge. They are given all kinds of figure references, video references, animated cartoon references, like animated scenes from Disney movies or anything like that. And still references, and they have the option of sketching or rendering them out, and it's at least 4 a week, and it is intensive. So if you're looking to improve your figure drawing, now is the month to join. At the end of every year, my patrons paint an old painting of theirs and compare how much they've learned in the apprenticeship. So you still have time. You still have like 3 months time, and that'll be enough time to show that you learned something between now and December. And usually I look at those in January, or I look at those in December. I'm not sure if I'm adding an extra month this year on the curriculum for apprentices, but it's $20 a month to get all of that, plus all the extra rewards. So all my personal art. One big thing I did recently for myself in my gallery is rework a lot of my old paintings. So I self-critiqued myself, and I reworked a lot of them, and that'll be rewards for this and next month. And I'll be talking about what went into painting my latest painting, controlling lighting, controlling color, controlling narrative, and drawing hands. So if you guys want to get in on all of those rewards, please join me on Patreon. It also supports the community. It keeps the community free. So my Discord is blowing up, and it's a lot to manage. And I want to keep these challenges going because people are loving them. They're having so much fun. It's become a resource for a lot of people who experience their art journey alone. So if you can, please support us. It doesn't have to be 20 bucks a month. You can support for $1 a month, and that goes a really, really long way. So I wanted to add a background, and I thought of a quick narrative, and she seems like a really sassy, kind of nosy bartender, but it's a tavern wench. I don't like saying wench because it's so derogative, but it makes a lot of sense for the time period, I guess. And what I wanted to do is just use her setup right here as a way to create a narrative, a kind of a setup of background. So one thing that I want to do is just draw a bunch of bottles, the way they used to, you know, hold them up back then. And what I do really quickly is just get one side of the bottle, cut it out, and oops, and then just paste it in. All right, so paste and horizontal. All right, and I'm just making these little interesting shapes for the glass behind her, which is going to catch a lot of that light. And I'm just going to pick where most of this light is coming from. Do we even want to have a window behind her? At this point, it doesn't really matter, because like if you want to make it look like a dark and dingy tavern, you could just literally make the background a little bit black, and that's it. That also works. This one's nearly empty, and then here, and then here. So the secret to making it look like these things are full, not full, realistic, is to delete at the edges, because glass is thick and has a width to it. Let's say a couple of these will glow. Maybe the blue ones will glow because they're like extra expensive and stuff like that. I just want to work on her a little bit more. I feel like she's still a bit too bright for a scene like this. So darkening her character up a little bit will make her fit in her environment. And then if you feel like you lost too much saturation, you can always bring it back. So actually, I'm going to do this in 2 steps. And then duplicate and saturate. And I'm going to delete across the middle of that oversaturated layer so that anything that is getting some light stays saturated. So her hair along the edges still gets a little bit of light. And you just want to make that moody interior tavern, lots of nearby candles, stuff like that. And then the scene will sort of be completed. Okay, so it's not hard adding a background. Remember, it just takes a bit of storytelling, a bit of context, and you have a lot to work with already because she is looking at a direction. You can see what she's looking at. You can have a bit more realism in your work. So I'm going to do some really, really lightning speed critique to the face. I'm going to turn this light off, and I'm just going to add a bit of that realism. So the nostrils need like a little push. We don't need this line on the nose. Let it go. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay if you don't have it. I'm going to make her eyes catching a little bit of light. I'm going to give her eyes a little squint, just because she's smiling or looking at somebody nearby. I'm going to kind of get rid of that cartoony tail to the lip and just add something like that. Other things you could do is add a simple like candle. So candle is basic business. It's just get the wax color, drop that in there, shade the candle according to the nearby lights. Before you make it a light source, treat it as an opaque object. I'm going to give that flame a vertical blur because that's technically what's happening. It's moving like vertically upward. And so I'm going to do that, and that's a candle. And then I'm going to use dodge tool to pierce through the value and make it so that that candle is almost pure white around the middle. Sometimes candles are actually blue right in the middle because that's where it's hottest. And then right on top of that, I'm just going to get a white yellow kind of on low opacity and just apply that candle there. A little bit of light for these pieces of glass. See how they're all focused on the candle, because that's technically why we can even see those objects. This one obviously will get the majority of its light from the side. Not to beware of lines running across your image like that, even if they form like that naturally, even if you have a reference that has a highlight that's perfectly realistic, but it's formed as a line, beware, because it'll cut your canvas right in half and the viewer will be just fixated on it, because the human brain looks for lines, it looks for patterns. Make sure you keep things random and weird. So before, obviously it's just a basic like graphic background or whatever it's called, like it's stenciled. After, we have a bit more of a scene, and because I saw that background, now I'm just like dying for a little bit of saturation. This is obviously too much, but you could select that the background drinks maybe this much, but the hair could be a little less, something like that. But for me, I like dingy backgrounds that really make the yellows come out. But I'll kind of meet it halfway. Okay, that's it. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate you guys coming out to the live streams. The recordings are uploaded as short videos for YouTube. For obvious reasons, I can't upload any more hour-long videos because my channel's basically getting killed. If you want to join us for Sketchtember, where we're sketching daily on call, please don't be too shy to join us on call. You could literally sit down and talk to me tonight. Obviously, creeps are not welcome. People who are racist, transphobic, xenophobic, any level, any political view that involves any of that will be immediately kicked without any hesitation, and kicked and banned. But if you are, here for the art and for the critiques and for just, a community that welcomes you, no matter the shape and color you come in, please join us. We are a family now, and we all hang out almost nightly. And for Sketchtember, it's just lots of art anywhere you go. It's an art renaissance. There's the Sketchtember, there's the apprentice figure drawing unit running all month. And there is the Harvest Goddess Design Challenge. Lots of stuff happening. It'll cool down around October, but there will be a Sketchtober. Again, to join the community, go to istebrak.com and click on the community tab here. And you'll find the link to join the Discord. And also, Portrait Studio will be on sale soon, along with my masterclass starting October 1st. It'll be a really, really big sale. And it'll go on for around 2 weeks. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Bye.